Purpose of online blood donation management system: to collect data about donors and seekers who are interested in donating blood or who require it. Anyone who wants to sign up to donate blood can do so through this online blood donation web application. There are roles and interests for administrator in the online blood donation management system. First, user management. Administrators manage user accounts and profiles on the platform. They oversee the registration process for blood donors, healthcare professionals, verifying user information, and ensuring compliance with eligibility criteria. Second, blood inventory management. Administrators oversee the management of the blood inventory within the system. They track blood donations, monitor blood suppliers at donation centers and hospitals, and coordinate the distribution of blood to meet the needs of patients in emergency and routine medical procedures. Third, appointment scheduling. Administrators facilitate the scheduling of blood donation appointments for donors. They manage the online booking system, coordinate donation appointments with donation centers, and send reminders to donors about their upcoming appointments. Fourth, data management. Administrators oversee the collection, storage, and analysis of data related to blood donations. They maintain accurate records of donor information, blood types, donation dates, and other relevant data to support decision-making and reporting requirements. Lastly, donor requirement. Administrators are involved in donor requirement efforts to attract individuals willing to donate blood. They may collaborate with marketing teams to develop campaigns, organize blood donation drives, and engage with communities to raise awareness about the importance of blood donation.
The next stakeholders are software developers. The basic gist of their involvement on the system is writing the program. Thus, they must take interest in the system's functionality and user's experience. For the user interface, they must make sure that the interface is easily learnable and navigatable by even a beginner user, since the system will be used by donors, which comes from various backgrounds. You should also use an interface that satisfies the need for novice users like admins to improve functionalities. For functions, developers must make sure that the functions available in the system executes coherently and seamlessly as to avoid any inefficiencies with dealing with tasks in the system. Next. Since the system will be dealing with a lot of sensitive data like IC number, weight, full name, and medical history, it is important for the developers to implement strict security measures. For example, implementing multi-level information access where users are exposed to information based on their authority level. Other than that, would be data encryption. This is so that even if there is a breach of security, infiltrators would still have a hard time causing damage due to not understanding the encrypted data. Lastly, one of the system's main niche is the validation function, where the system can determine if the donor is eligible to donate based on their age, BMI, drug use history, etc. This helps blood donation facilities cut a chunk of their time in their daily management task.
The third stakeholders are the blood donors. Blood donors are the people who voluntarily provide their blood to the healthcare system. They can register as a donor online or at local clinics. They can also update their availability, whether they are available or not to donate their blood. Fun fact, in Malaysia, blood donation campaigns often offer food, refreshment, goodie bags, or tokens of appreciation for donors. This is to increase the amount of blood donors in Malaysia. Blood donors are important as they are request responder. When a specific blood type is requested, they are available to donate. The next one is they can also promote awareness. They can promote the importance of blood donation, so other people will donate their blood to the healthcare system. And the last one is feedback provider. Feedback from the donors can drastically improve the system.
The primary rationale for the include an administrator as a stakeholder in the blood donation management system is to ensure overall efficiency, security, and regulation compliance. Administrators are responsible for monitoring the entire business, guaranteeing data integrity, upholding legal and ethical standards, and coordinate with various departments and external stakeholders. Their participation is critical to the smooth, secure, and efficient operation of the blood donation procedure. The purpose for including blood donor as a stakeholder in the blood donation management system is to ensure that the system satisfies their requirements and expectations, which is critical for ensuring a consistent and sufficient blood supply. By taking into account donors' viewpoint, the system can improve their overall experience, address their issues, and encourage ongoing engagement. This donor-centric approach not only attracts new donors but also retains existing ones, providing a consistent flow in the blood donation required to fulfill healthcare demand.
So we already identify which stakeholder that we are going to do the interview and do the questionnaire, which is the questionnaire are for the donor, and the interview we are going to do with administrator. So this is the questions or items that we are going to ask to the administrator. So the first element is the data management and reporting, such as for the automated tools for import and export donor records, the report templates, uh, what the detailed audit trails and logging capability, and to identify what different user level that can access the system under the administrator rules. The next one is the elements of automation and efficiency. We are going to discuss about the automated things that we can implement in the system, such as automated eligibility checks of the donor, automated system scheduling based on the donor's preference, automated alert for critical tasks, automated generation of regular reports, maybe about the donor, and then the synchronization of data with external system, and the real-time automated inventory management system tracking blood supply. The third one is about the communication and notifications. Maybe we are going to ask the opinions about automatic communication channels for the administrator reaching out the donor, and then the customizable communication templates for different type of message, to consider the scheduled automated communication message at specific time, and then a two-way communication channels between the donor and the administrator. And the fourth one is about inventory management. We are considering about accurate and up-to-date info about inventory levels, to maybe to generate detailed reports of blood inventory, and to consider about barcode scanning and labeling from the inventory management itself. Okay, the next aspect that we are going to ask to the administrator is about the security and data protection, which is a crucial thing that we need to ask. We need to get the requirement from the administrator, such as different access permissions of the system, and then do we need to do regular automated backups and robust data recovery plan, and what kind of specific compliance standards or certifications that we are going to implement in the system that administrator want, and then do we need to do the detailed tracking and monitoring of user action in the system. And the next aspect is about usability and experience. Do we need to consider the accessibility the system from various devices? And the last one is the aspect of integration and scalability. What kind of specific database that they want to do the system integration with, and then the management of resource based on trends and historical data. Moving to the next requirement elicitation techniques and the next stakeholder, which is we are going to do the questionnaire to the donors through Google Form. So the first aspects that we are going to ask is about the notification preference, like what preferred method for the donation reminders, how many times they want
to the system to remind about the donation reminders? Are they interested in receiving real-time updates about urgent blood donation needs? And do they want the last-minute cancellation or appointment opening? And then the reminders to update the health information before the scheduling a donation session. Are they interested in receiving newsletter and the customization of notification types? The next one is about the scheduling preference. So, what preferred method for them to do the booking donation session? And do they want the automatic notice to remind them about the upcoming donation sessions? And then, are they interested to select their donation slots through a calendar view? And to do the option to specify their preferred date and time for the donation sessions, to implement the option to filter the donation session location based on their distance and accessibility, to do the option to sync their appointment with external calendar like Google Calendar maybe. It's about usability and customization aspects. Do they want to customize a dashboard that are going to display any relevant info about blood donation? Are they interested in a mobile app version of blood donation management system? And if they say so, what the preferred features for a mobile app that they want? And do they need an interactive tutorial for the new user of this system? And the next one is about aspect of support and assistance, the interest in access to support resource, and do they need a multilingual support service of this system. So the last aspect is about the recognition and community engagement aspect. Are the donor interested in displaying their donation achievement on the donor profile? Do they want a donor leaderboard or virtual badge of their achievement? Do they want a communication channels or online forum with other donor? And then are they willingly to participate in a periodic survey after they do their blood donation session?
Now, let's talk about the methods of documentation. We will discuss how are we going to apply these interviews and questionnaire for the stakeholders that we have chosen and how to perform it effectively. First, let's go through the interviews for administrator and software developers. While we are doing these interviews, first thing that we should take is taking notes of every specific information. This includes the time of the interview, the location, how many people were involved, and their personal information. Then, we are going to use video recording during the interview to save it as a proof and review it again for any additional information. While we are recording, we should also take notes for timestamps about any relevant matters of the discussion. Next, we are going to go through the methods of documentation for the blood donor. The methods that we are going to use is the questionnaire with Google Form and Google Spreadsheet to collect their data. The Google Form should be relevant to the topic of discussion and provide guidance to the user for any specific inputs such as ID number, type of blood, chronic illness, and others. This is a crucial process as we do not want any false or inaccurate data to be included in our Google spreadsheet so that we can gather all the information with less to no mistakes.